So double summon chance all this weekend for shards, legendaries, and epic champions. Very, very cool, but let's wait to see what other events go on. Now remember, we should get all the information right away, but just in case we don't, when this starts up, if no other information is out about events, do not summon your void shards. Wait till we hear about an event to begin, because we've been having this problem with them. They say that the double chance or something happens for summoning, and then an hour later, some event will come out and we will be behind it. But it's very cool. Double chance for void is always fun if you have void. I don't think I have very many voids, so for me, it's not going to be a blast. I've only got 5. Stu here with Raid Shadow Legends. I just kind of wanted to talk to you all about Arena and how much fun I had in Arena. Just the other day, Hell Hades attacked me and sent me a message on Discord saying that I beat his speed team, but then he switched over to his high resistance team and beat me. And we were just talking about, Arena, how it is, how easy it is, and how some people like it really easy like that. But of course, we want a structured Arena with tiers going up. Keep everybody the same as far as what kind of additional bonus we get, that 20% additional bonus. Don't change that, but give us tiers and leaderboards and give us some challenging fights. If we don't want challenging fights, then we drop down. It was funny that he sent me that Discord message, and then right away I went into my arena. I beat my group, right? And then it reset, and Hell Hades was here as the top one. He was the very first one on here. Now let's go over here to my phone. Here's my phone pictures that I took. Team power 279,000. Now I've heard Kizzle talk about Hell Hades, and him and I just talked, within the last 2 days we've been talking all about this. So a very high resistance team. So I went in there over and over again. Molly was not getting any. She was resisted completely with anything she did. Resisted. So I had to go in and switch up my gear totally to be able to beat this team. Now, unfortunately, I didn't record it. I was laying in bed still sick. But it was just, I eventually beat it, and I'll show you pictures of that, but I had to go through a lot, right? I had to think about it. I had to work on my teams. I had to switch around gear. I even had to change masteries to get resistance, to get my accuracy up high enough so that I could always provoke against whatever resistance he had, and it was crazy. So I had to go in here and look at my Molly. So now she is up to 440 accuracy. Of course, she'll get higher accuracy if all her moves are off cooldown. So the very first move she does, she'll get a 20 plus 20 to accuracy with all her skills on cooldown, and then she'll get additional. That's already calculated, and that isn't calculated in it. So against four enemies, we're going to get plus 16. So it's going to be pretty high, right? That's going to bring her up 36 higher from what she's at. 440, 40, 50, 60, 76. So 476. But she needed to be there. We weren't getting it off, so I had to switch out her gear. I had to switch things around, and then I just gave her what she's got, defense, and I'm, just gave her what she needed. She needed that. And then as well as I wanted to come in there and I was going to bring Madam Series just in case they got something up, because he has Warlord, that I'd be able to take away all those buffs, drop their attack and drop their defense so that I could take them out faster, even though it was still going to be a slow battle. Now this battle took a while, so I have her up to 460, and then as well, with the other things, she could get it higher depending on, we're facing 4 opponents, all that kind of stuff. So she is at 460 and at 221 speed. So that's what I did. I mean, I had to go back in there several times. As you can tell from my Great Hall, all the arena battles that you fight are crazy easy. I don't even know why I fought him, but my 4 losses are straight from him because I kept going in there and I was just getting resisted nonstop. I couldn't get any debuffs up. So eventually I was just like, oh yeah, I forgot to show you as well. I was like, screw it. I'm going to redo masteries. I don't need any masteries on Molly anyways. So I went over here to get the 50% additional accuracy, which I'm sure on some of his defensive chance, he might have the 50% resist, which makes sense because if you want high resist and high accuracy, you got to pay the cost somewhere, right? You got to have it on gear or in your banner, and then you got to pick it up either here or here, whatever one you're lower on, if you want both. If you want to make sure that you're doing well in both, you're going to have to, unless you have just crazy insane gear, and even then you probably still would want to. But this is what you do in PvP. This is what it takes when you're playing against the super, super high person like that. This is what you would need to do. So I'm going to switch over here to the battle. So this is how the battle started. I was able to, with my Molly, of course, get the provokes up. Get all the provokes up. Fantastic. I brought in Kymar at first. Okay, that didn't work with Kymar. I was still working on my team. And still, actually, increasing my accuracy because my accuracy wasn't up enough. So then I thought, you know what, I'll bring this in. It'll be really slow. And also, Shazar, his accuracy isn't up high enough. I could have brought anybody in here. What I would have really rather had is a really high accuracy Rosin Scarhide to drop down all their turn meter, and then from there it would have not, it would have been much easier for me to slowly just break them all down. So this fight went on. It's at 18 seconds, 27 seconds. At 27 seconds though, I was able to eventually take out 1 minute and 10 seconds. I was able to take out Warlord finally. Again, I was doing very minimal damage. People died. People died over the course of the fight. People died, and I had to bring them back with Arbiter and get them back up to life. I think, from what I remember, I think maybe it was just Molly because she was taunting all the time. So eventually we got Warlord down. You can see the fears up. The fears were really effective because it was a long, drawn-out fight, right? It was like a real battle. Now, of course, if his guys were way faster and my speed wasn't high enough, it wouldn't have worked out this way. If he would have had this well-geared people but faster people, I would have been in a lot of trouble. Or maybe if Arbiter was in here instead of one of them, I don't know. But he's also got a resistance lead here, so that's helping out a lot too. And I didn't have an accuracy lead. Actually, since after my first battle, right, I kind of could judge what their speed was at, I could have put in myself a accuracy lead, which would have been really smart for me to do, and maybe instead of change all that stuff around. But I don't know like a really good champ that has a really good accuracy lead. I'd have to go look that up. A PvP one, right? I'd have to go see what I have. So then eventually at 2 minutes 34 seconds, and even then, right, Molly brought back Warlord. Warlord was back up. He did buffs on everybody to give them, immunity, everything else. So I had to get rid of those. Plus the Narog or whoever over there was freezing my people. You can see me frozen. So eventually we got Warlord down at 6 minutes and 27 seconds. So it was fun. I enjoyed it. I talked to Hell Hades about it, and he said he missed this. He missed like having to actually think about battles and trying to do PvP. And it's an aspect of the game that we're missing, right? Well, there's a lot of things in the game we're missing, but this is a big aspect of any game that you play out there, to have a really good challenging PvP and to have actual leaderboards that where as you get stronger or further in arena, you actually face harder opponents, and then you eventually won't be able to progress any further because you're capping out. You're facing those hardest opponents. You're not meant to go any further. You're going to be then fighting against your own peers, right? Against who you match up to power-wise, maybe champions-wise, and that's pretty much where you're going to be at until you can think your way out of a fight and slowly switch in and out champions and proceed up in the leaderboards. That's just the way it is. I mean, that's the way it is with any game. Right now, with us fighting so many weak champions, I could bring my alt account in here and just blow through them. I know I'm saying that now, but I faced Hell Hades, which was really weird. It's been weeks, and I haven't faced anybody like that. They've been super, super easy. We're going to take him out. We're going to throw back in for fun. We're going to throw back in these people. So I don't know what's going on with the leaderboards. Obviously, they're making it easy or something. I really don't get it, but I can't even remember who else I had in here. Let's go with this, just in case somebody pulls up something else. All right, let's see what we've got here. Let's see how fast these are. And remember, Valkyrie can buff up if I do. She's going to get a turn meter increase, so we can go without the attack increase. We don't have to do it. That Arbiter is fast. The rest of them are fast. Let's see what kind of taunts we can get. He has a... Okay, that's great. We got it on her, so she didn't get her moves up. Let's see if we put some people to sleep. Did Arbiter just get a... Okay, she used her taunt. I don't want to... I could do AoE, but we don't want to wake them up, right? There's no real reason to wake them up at all. Let's save... We can save that and just attack. Try to lower the... Decrease the turn meter on Arbiter. Good. She is pretty fast there. We're going to do it again on Arbiter. So this battle's pretty good, right? Normally, I don't know. It's so weird. It's so weird that I've been saying this, but normally the battles have been terrible, terrible, terrible. All right, we don't want him buffing up, doing the blocks. So now we are going to buff up. She can get the increase. That's fine. We are going to go to Martyr and knock her down. Turn meter decrease. So this battle is another challenge, man, like a real challenge. Let's bring him down. Turn meter decrease. We got lucky with a hit there. And see if we can get some bombs. There we go. Get her. Get that Martyr. She's dead. He's dead. Smash Lord, is that his name? Dead. Got him. So this battle was much harder than I thought it was going to be. Wow, I can't believe it. So I don't know. Arena's been really weird lately. That's all I can say is it's been really, really weird lately. All right, we're going to try to strip this from her. Yes, take all that away from you. Buff up now. And go in for some hits. Let's get her. I think we can put it on auto now. I think we can do it on auto. So all that stuff I said about Arena being super easy lately, I mean, it's still true. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they just switched it now today because we just got to, maybe they update. They did say they reset the server just a little bit ago, so maybe that's what happened. I don't know, but I enjoyed this. This was a good battle that you just couldn't sit there in AoE and just be done with it. I mean, the guy was very fast. He had a Martyr. He has a Valkyrie. Zach's kind of the same defense I have set up, just to be a little bit annoying, but not really super great, depending on who you battle, right? So that's all I've got, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you all on a video soon.